Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown. It's the Houston Texans and the Seattle Seahawks.
Michael Dickson to kick off for Seattle.
Michael Dickson with the honor of getting us started. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Return starts at the 3. Takes out a one stop. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Texans take over first down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Tony.
Sprout in the air to start us off. And that's going to be incomplete. Looking at his back to start this one. So back to the huddle now for second down.
Takes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing is Stroud. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First down, Texans.
Here you go.
Out of the shotgun to give to Mixon. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, that's a run that's ho hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Keeping it with Mixon. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Third and 4 coming up now. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. And the Seahawks adding an extra DB here. 3rd down coming.
Here we go.
To the air, Stroud. Trying to set up a screen for Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. Pick up a 5 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first.
First down, Houston.
Here we go.
Running with Mixon out of the gun. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd and 8. Dump off caught by his back. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. All right, set now, 1st and 10.
And the Texans, first down.
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
From the 42. Will finding his back. Gibson. Not a lot available to him. It's to the 38. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
All right.
From the gun, Stroud. That's caught. This is Kirk. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. Give him 13 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
On the quick, right?
Again to Mixon up the middle. He's within striking distance. And he did not get in. Finally stopped at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
After such a magnificent run, quick story time. My first NFL start. Ricky Watters does the same thing. Gets the ball inside and near that goal line. And I get in the huddle. Ricky says, "Keep Ricky the ball. Time to give Ricky the ball." You pay off a running back after such a tremendous effort.
No gain for them, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to his safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Mixon. And he's in for the touchdown. The Texans finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. To throw, here's Darnold. Caught. Cooper Kupp makes the play. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this 1st quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Lines up once more. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. That's going to do it for our 1st quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's an early advantage for the Texans. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They have it on 2nd and short.
Yo, lady.
Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life. And timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught. Here's Arroyo. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Real side. Red 80. Red 80. Hey, son.
And again, it's Darnold. That's a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba. He gets this down to the 13-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
At the 13-yard line.
Offense set for a 1st and 10.
We go, set.
Working inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Trying again, following the sack. On the move, headed right. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there. They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Trayvon Smith with the return. And he pushes them up to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. That's the catch for Nico Collins. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he has him right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
Stroud to throw on 1st down. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. He was hoping to get it to Tank Dell there. So 2nd down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 10.
All right.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. It's his running back. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
They kick the running back in motion. Stroud now on 3rd. Buys time, rolling right. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there.
All right. Tony.
Stroud's going to throw for it. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. Looks like a player injured after that one. Yeah, our thoughts go to Nico Collins. He is shaken up. Hope it's nothing serious. And 2:01 on the clock. This is going to take us inside the 2-minute warning.
We're going to set. Reset.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. The Seahawks at a deficit. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
We're going to set. Ready. Reset.
From the gun, Darnold. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
We're going to set. Reset.
Pistol snap, Darnold. It's complete, play made by Cook. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. He goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
We're going to set.
Still sticking with the passing game. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
You know, when we watch the Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10, because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
A surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Stroud. Pass caught by takedown. And no gain after the catch, but the gain's still out across midfield. They're to the 45. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Running it with Mixon. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big games of next week.
He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They're now set for 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. Stroud throwing here on 1st. Completed over the middle. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
It's mixed in on 2nd down. And he stopped after a gain of about 5, and that's going to set him up with 1st and goal. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you could recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
18. What's that?
To the air, Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Couldn't connect to a tank down. It's 2nd and goal.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Running back sent in motion.
Under.
Looking to throw. Stroud. Chased out to his right. And he's brought down at the line.
He was brought down by Kobe Bryant.
So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 28-yard line.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Looking downfield, snagged by Arroyo. He's quickly taken down with a gain across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Darnold looking to throw. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Here we go, lady. Here we go, son. Hey, son.
Throwing here, Darnold. To the left and pulled in by Cup. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Here we go, son. Son.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line.
Here we go, son. Hey, son.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Into the hands of OBJ. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Throwing from the gun here. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Play number 9 of the drive. It's going to be 3rd and 5 to go. Now Darnold. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there.
We go, set. Go, lady. Set.
He's back to throw. Quick slant complete. He's not going to get to the end zone. The stop is made in time at the 2, but hey, 4 more chances coming. They've got a 1st and goal.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes throwing into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play.
And he takes this one in for a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take the lead right away in half number 2. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. So Darnold in the offense getting set. 2-point attempt upcoming. He's throwing for it. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
Could be a little armchair quarterback after that call. It's like the defense knew exactly what was coming.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. Jukes one defender. And he breaks the 20 on the return, but only just. That is one up to the 21 and out of bounds.
At their own 21-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, that came at the perfect time.
And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Mixon on the toss. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
From Little League football to the NFL, that is a play that a safety dreams of. Sees that toss play coming and is able to come downhill and knock it backwards.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. They kick the running back in motion.
Speed left, speed left.
They send a man in motion. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Here we go, 2nd and very long. Trying to set up the screen for Mixon. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they're staring at 4th and long. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. They're looking to throw. Completes it downfield to Kirk. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10. Again, this is Mixon. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the 38. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run. Just one quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Texans who have it to start here, and they come in trailing on the scoreboard. Well, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go.
All right.
Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And he gets in, touchdown. The Texans take a fourth quarter lead. It's a Christian Kirk touchdown. Not sure we can call these gadget plays anymore, partner. Not like we could in the early 2000s, right? Because receivers who can run it, well, they've become an important part of many NFL offenses, especially down in the red zone.
And that's because the reality you face is there's only so many conventional plays. Really, there's only so many reps you can get in during the practice week, so many different opportunities and traditional sets. But when you got an outlier like this, when you got a wide receiver who can run it like a running back, it presents a whole other set of issues for defenses.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. From the gun, Darnold. That's cut on the slant. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
First and 10.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Pistol snap, Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Darnold. Forced out to his right. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
First throw for the backup now. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with first down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Has some room to work. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a fourth quarter lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
14. Michael Dixon.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's Smith on the return. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
On the quick, right?
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 1. Low finding his back. Mixon. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 24-yard line.
Looking to throw. Into the hands of Dell. Down the left sideline he goes. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field in the tone of this drive.
And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance of the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. Here's Chubb. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Here we go, let's go.
They try Chubb again. And they'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans take a 4-point lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Caught, nice gain left side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a 4th quarter lead.
There's a good chance. He wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. You could feel the swell of excitement. Whenever they take a deep shot, it's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
Texans 21.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's Smith on the return. Trying to break a return. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the fumble recovery is made. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. To the left. He's got to roll up. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers. Know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him to route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after it.
A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal.
Ready?
And off to Walker from the gun. He's got them down at the doorstep inside the 5. That's good for 6 yards. They're going to have 2nd and goal now at the 3.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football and defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make...
And that is the catch that can end this game and seal this win. Touchdown! So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores. That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
Here's Smith on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now, first round. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. From the 28. Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Here he is to throw. Left side into the hands of Dell. And he got the first. Clock stops at 23 seconds to play. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Stroud throwing here on first. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Darion Kendrick with the pick. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball.
And he won't escape this. The Texans take him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack. They're going to pass it here. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Here's Locke. On the move, headed right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Official signaling for a timeout, and with 5 seconds remaining, just 1 last play left in this one. 4th down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. So it's a